The purpose of our visit extends beyond discussing our project achievements or the problems faced in our country. Today we are here to share our experiences, how 3 ordinary university students face the problems and how we solve them, the stories of Ukrainian lives.
I am to tell you the circumstances prevalent in most post-Soviet countries. It can be difficult for people from other nations to fully comprehend it. Poverty stands as a substantial societal issue in Ukraine. In 2022 year, approximately 25% of people reside below the poverty line. Here is people from streets. It's people from age of 60 years, which is a third of population of Ukraine. It's pensioners in Ukraine. The average pension is 145 euro. A sum is scarcely not enough for even buy food or medication. Allow me to share a situation that was an impetus for one of our projects. On a daily basis, in the actual exit or streets, elderly women can be seen trying to sell small handcrafted knitted items. Because there is the only way to make money. When I asked them what's the price of their products, the answer was whatever, like some money, whatever you can give, and it's scarce. So we launched a Tvorchaba project. We help them to create, to make those things. This our grandmothers and our grandfather. We collaborate with 60 grandmothers and grandfathers in Ukraine. So, our team helping to grandmothers to sell their handcrafted products through modern communication channels. We worked closely with grandmothers, developed various product designs. We procured all requisite materials to them for their creation. With our support, they sell more than 140 products and raising amount of 2,300 euros.
Unbalanced nutrition is a predominant cause of cardiovascular disease in Ukraine. Every fourth Ukrainian lacks a sufficient intake of vegetables in their daily diet. According to the Ministry of Health, the daily norm for vegetables should be 300 grams, but 50% of Ukrainians don't consume this amount, and 1/3 don't consume any at all. Due to the overall economic decline and high unemployment rates, Ukrainians try to save money even on necessities like food, option for the purchase the cheap fast food products. Unfortunately, they are not health and they lead to a range of health problems. So, we decided to create the Hot Pack project in which we try to solve this problem.
Our team has prepared a nutritional formula for the traditional Ukrainian dish borscht that we are sold and have that ingredients packing in a hermetically sealed dough packs, thereby permitting consumption directly from the packaging. The process of preparing actually takes a mere 5 minutes, and only think how easy, quickly and healthy it is, regardless of where you are. Small businesses, particularly in rural western Ukraine, are hit hard by economic recession and population migration. So the Hot Pack team collaborates with agro-eco technologies that supports Ukrainian producers and strengthens the regional economy. During the project existence, that's our farm, so you can just imagine how big it is. The project allows for sustainable development goals, so you can see in the slide. And during the project existence, we sold out 2,965 portions of borscht for a total price of less than 2 euros each. During the project existence, that's all our achievements when we sold. And suddenly that day arrived.
Today marks more than 600 days of full-scale invasion of Russia to Ukraine. the aggressor bombed our cities, and we witnessed it for 600 days. Just imagine it. Today, at this moment, we are safe here, but our loved ones are not. Every Ukrainian are not free from the sense of anxiety about what tomorrow can bring to us. Even here, we are not feel that.
In early days, we were all horrified. We hear the explosions. Someone lived in the subway and shelters. Someone helped volunteers, and someone even left the country. During this period, we lost contact with Katya, our Tvorchaba project manager, as she was trapped under the occupation in Bucha for 2 weeks. When she finally escaped, we discovered that the Tvorchaba project's warehouse had been consumed by fire. In addition, the hot pack team lost contact with their supplier, resulting in temporary suspension of their operations.
Now we're stayed on the stage. We represent Ukraine. Our loved ones are currently not here, and they're on the front lines. Our loved ones now are fighting for us. The crucible of war has altered us, and as far as our project. So Tvorchaba changed, as changed the hot pack and other projects. Now I want to introduce how Tvorchaba helps our defenders. In this way, we become a part of charity campaign Warm Up. From Ukrainian language, it sounds like Zigri, wherein we provided the first knitted balaclavas to our soldiers. And now how change our hot pack.
The hot pack transitioned from traditional sales to volunteering the supply of borscht to frontlines and refugees. Moreover, our team organized the Warm with Borscht charity campaign, which successfully raised additional 315 portions of borscht to that amount that we delivered in front of the lines. So that's one of them, many videos that we are reached from the front lines from our defenders, and we are so grateful that they just present our project.
Following extensive surveys among military personnel, we identified an urgent need for charging device capable for charge mobile phones, radios, and drones in the field. To meet this need, we initiated the Power project, in which we manufacture power banks with a capacity of 20,000 mAh, specifically designed for our military. In this production, we used components sourced from the used electronic cigarettes. Typically, these components discarded after a week and end up as waste that can take hundreds or even 1,000 years to decompose in nature. With our Power project, we prioritize reusability, using lithium-ion batteries in production and recycling other components of the electronic cigarettes. We also collaborate with numerous volunteers funds to provide the connection with battalions, aiming to deliver these vital power banks in various Ukraine regions in the front line. As a result, we have already manufactured more than 2,130 power banks for military. However, the evolving dynamic of the war impacting in project operations.
Darkness, cold. At the autumn of 2022, a total blackout was declared in Ukraine. On October, Russia launched approximately 80 missiles by day in a massive attack. On November, they unleashed 100 missiles by day. Within 2 months, more than 40% of our country's entire energy infrastructure was destroyed. Our people forced to live without water, communication, electricity, and even heating.
My neighbors faced the similar situation. Without heating, the temperature inside their house plummeted to 10 degrees Celsius. They had 2 young children, ages 4 and 2 years, and they struggled to sleep at night due to the cold and dampness in their blankets. they couldn't even prepare food.
This dire situation created an enormous demand for charging devices to enlist a power flashlights, phones among the population. Due to this high demand, we have the prices to power banks and generators increased 8 times. Our project, Your Power, helped alleviate this this issue that we may see some countries.
During the blackout period, we approximately provide 120 power banks to civilians, and additionally, we donated 50 power banks to civilians, the victims of the disaster caused by the explosion of the Kakhovka hydroelectric power station caused by Russia, which resulted in the flooding of 77 settlements. Throughout the entire project's duration, we have already provided more than 2,300 power banks, successfully aligning our sustainable development goals.
We demonstrated adaptability, and we support our defenders and our fellow Ukrainians. Our 3 projects provide warmth, sustainability, and electricity to Ukraine now. Stay with Ukraine.
Thanks, y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you for your presentation. We will now start the question and answer period. Only judges may ask questions. Anyone who has a question.
Thank you for the presentation. I have a question about the first project. What is their strategy to about contacting more elderly people?
As I understand question, what our purpose to connect with grandmothers and how we connect with them, right? Firstly, how we found our first grandmothers. This was our grandmother first, and then we collaborate with one organization in Ukraine that help grandmothers and grandfathers to do some activities, like for going for walks together or do something. And we have a partnership with them, and in this, so with them and with these grandmothers from this organization, it's called from Ukrainian language «Життєлюб». We create with these grandmothers, and then other grandmothers we found from our social media. We just, yeah.
I can add, I worked in that project, for one of the most grandmothers that arrived to us. It's called relatives. I have my mom that's knitting items that's so big, massive in our shop. And there, I saw you in the television. Can you help us? I had a perfect mom. Can help they to get additional income to their pension, because it's a lot of problem in our country that's so small that we can't close the eyes hours. So we can help them.
Okay, so my observation is seeing you're in a situation or you're able to see opportunities even with your situation. So it's commendable trying to package your solutions around the existing situation in Ukraine. So my question is around, so there are a lot of e-commerce platforms, and I see the handcraft opportunities tailored towards ability to sell online. So what is new? You know, innovation means bringing in something new, adding to an existing solution. So what is that innovation that you're introducing? And then also even the power bank, what is the differentiator with the existing power banks that we already have? So that differentiator is what I want you to clarify. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the question. I would answer on the first question about Creative Ready. Our unique is that we want to connect modern people with elderly people. So we don't create the designers that our grandmothers want to create. We want to create designers that are famous, I would say, now. So we just simply create the things that we three want to wear, and it's our purpose to our modern generation.
As one of the items that Kneten purpose to Kneten our, it's a frog, the head of frog. They just write us in Instagram and can you Kneten the frog? And we are grandmothers, can you Kneten the frog?
So this knitting materials and all things that grandmothers do, we ask them to do things that they would never do by themselves, would never create by themselves. So we give this young view to these handcrafted materials.
Yeah. And to the second question, why our power banks are better than that store, we mostly impact a recyclable idea for the electronic cigarettes. That's a lot of in our countries, in European countries, but I never see this in that country, but we have a lot. That's one of the small parts that you are viewing.
Your time has expired. I'm sorry. Please help me in thanking the team from Enactus Ukraine for their presentation. We will have a short break in which you can check.